Hi, everyone. My name is Becca, and this will be the first in a series of vlogs, videos documenting my process through IVF and some of my infertility struggles. So put your feet in those stirrups and scoot up close because we're going to get pretty personal in here. I want to discuss the whole journey, how I'm feeling, all of the stuff, um, because it's important to kind of know what to expect, to know other women are going through the same thing. For me, I do a lot of Googling around medications and how they're making you feel and how to do shots and how they feel and everything. And I find that having multiple different stories from different women are helpful because nobody's journey through this is the same. Everybody has a different history and different struggles that they face. So, knowing all of the different types of struggles and journeys out there, I personally find helpful. So, I hope you do too. I also feel like there's probably a lack of body diversity in these videos from what I've seen. I personally would like to see more body shapes and sizes of all types. No shade to the women who are going out there and struggling through this and are skinny and beautiful. I think that everybody is beautiful, and I appreciate everybody who is documenting this and going through it. I personally just have more anxiety around my weight and how it'll affect this process and different things to expect. So seeing more of that from my personal perspective would be nice. So I'm doing I'm doing it. I hope you find it helpful. And another thing is I am older. So I am 39. I'll be 40 in a couple months. And if all of this works and I get pregnant, it would be considered a geriatric pregnancy. So, yes, sit around the fire and listen to Grandma Becca tell you the tale of the adventure of infertility and science babies. Not as fun story as it sounds, I promise, um but yeah, I hate that term, but it's there. It's accurate. So, yeah. So there's that. And then also my infertility struggles um have spanned about 8 years now, off and on. I haven't tried the entire time. And I'll go over a little bit of the history of that in another video. But the actual like result of my infertility is one, my partner is a trans man, which means, to anybody a little unfamiliar, confused with those terms, just consider him a man that doesn't produce sperm. And if you are against anything LGBTQ, then kindly leave. You don't have to watch this. We'll be discussing that a lot. Not a lot. It's just part of my life. So that'll be part of this. If you have any questions, respectful questions about that, either he and I are probably more than happy to answer them depending on what they are. Um, but yeah, there's that. And then my own infertility struggles as well. So I have had a lot of recurring early losses and a lot of testing, a lot of invasive testing, and ultimately the cause is just undetermined. So that's fun, not having any kind of diagnosis. So here we are, after some recent, more failed IUIs, we're starting the process of IVF for the first time. And I am extremely excited. I'm also so nervous because I have very high amounts of anxiety around anything medical related. So, any pills, shots, just being in a doctor's office causes my anxiety to go up. So, this is all very fun. And yeah, so I'll be documenting all of this. Another thing to add to that layer of complexity, in my personal journey at least, is that I'm an expat. So I am American living in Sweden. It's a really wonderful country. It does add a layer of complexity because it's an unusual, no, it's not an unusual country. It's an unfamiliar country to me. Um, Everything's unfamiliar from how you make a doctor's appointment to how often and how the doctors communicate with you and how the medical system works and everything. That um, it just adds a little bit more anxiety and complexity to the situation on top of not knowing the language. So I am trying to learn Swedish. It is a slow process. It is a difficult, but no, it's not that beautiful of a language, but it's a difficult language. And um, yeah, so I mean, everybody in Sweden, I wouldn't say everybody, but most people, doctors, all of that, they all speak English and they all speak English very well. They're all concerned about their English speaking skills, so they're not that confident and they prefer to speak in Swedish. And it's a shame because there's English is always great and it's like tons better than my Swedish is. They're all just so intelligent here and very welcoming, but it's still like all the pamphlets, everything is default in Swedish. Um, my partner's Swedish, luckily, so I have that to help me out through the process. But it does add some extra stuff to the situation. But going forward, I will be documenting my process. I will be starting IVF in a couple weeks. Currently, it is January 13th, and I would probably upload this video later. And my cycle is supposed to start on January 28th ish. It's it likes to add some suspense. Um, So depending on when it starts, I'll call the clinic and make sure that they would have openings for the egg retrieval process within the coming weeks after that. And if so, I'll start the stimulation process and I'll be documenting all of that and how it feels and how I feel and um, just kind of the journey from there and see where we go. So I'll also just kind of add documents and videos about like how I'm feeling. Maybe get my partner on here to discuss how he's feeling throughout the process as well. And yeah, so I'm happy to have you. If you're interested in my upcoming videos, please make sure to hit subscribe. That gives me the signal that you're interested. It helps give YouTube the signal that people are interested. So it helps other people like you find this. And if you like it, please give me a thumbs up. I would love to hear your comments. I would love to know about your journey, your struggle, who you are, how you found me, and any questions you have, or feedback, or anything. Um, just comment, get to know me. Let's get to know each other. And I think that's it.